Hey y'all, how are you? This is Soraya with Soraya Sabada's Fierce Cooking Show. Good day. My videos lately have been discussions about breast implant illness, a little bit of SIBO added to the mix. I did get the SIBO results. It was negative. I've been taking all these tests and other tests that I haven't mentioned because of the fact that I've been feeling really not my best. So my whole gut thing is really out of whack and I'm trying to get it back in order. But I had noticed in the last 4 years having my breast implants that there was more fatigue. There was the itchy eyes, the dry eyes. I'm always thirsty, dry throat, mouth. When I sleep in the middle of the night, I got to get up and drink water. I'm like dry. I think that's because of the fact of the rhinoplasties that I've had, the benefits of surgeries with the FFS, and then there's the downsides, which is the nostrils feeling tight, feeling a little restricted. So I think that's the reason why at night I'm breathing through my mouth more than I should be breathing through my nose. I did try to do mouth taping, and I just felt like taking off the tape each day was stretching the skin around my mouth. Eventually that the lip lift will not be as lifted. And I just didn't want to go through that. So anyway, there's been all these things since, can I say, since maybe having the implants. So I've said in my last videos that I am going to have my breast implants removed, and I am. And I said in my last video that I'm going to have a breast lift. So this is the update right now. In discussion with my surgeon, he states since I haven't had my implants for long, and because the implants that I have right now are not really big, and because I do have breast tissue, he feels that just the implants removal alone will be okay. He doesn't feel like I'm a candidate yet for a breast lift. He wants to give it 6 months or so and see what the results will be like at that time. I've heard somewhat that the breasts do end up fluffing up a bit and coming back. I'm hoping for that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy with that decision of just having the implants removed because I was really concerned about having an extended time of being on anesthesia for the removal of the implants and the breast lift. I didn't want to go through like a 4-hour surgery when it could be maybe 2 hours just removing the implants. Just last week was my birthday here in March. I'm 66 years old. I'm 35 years sober from alcohol, 35 years off of sugar, maintaining a healthy body weight for me. That's a really long time and a big accomplishment for me. Also, I'm not smoking cigarettes. That's been a long time too. Not taking diet pills, like really healthy, right? Avoiding toxic relationships. I had this date yesterday with this charming, charming guy who I felt really gave off like narcissistic vibes. And I've had enough dates and contact with those type of guys to be able to say, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Yeah, so I'm trying to stay healthy all the way around and have a peaceful, serene life, especially as a senior. Like, I do not need to stress. So I have my surgery date for the explant removal. I'm excited and nervous, of course, and anxious. I have a very good friend that's going to come with me as a medical escort. Now, something I didn't mention in my previous videos about the breast implants and what I heard from Dr. Whitfield from Texas, well, they were discussing what could happen to a woman going into saunas with implants. And it was very interesting to me and telling to me because when I had first gotten my implants, I was informed by my endocrinologist who does very, 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 very thorough testing, similar to what Dr. Whitfield does with as far as hormones and other things. He had stated that my IGF-1 levels were very, very low, and that things like extreme cold, extreme heat would put stress on the body, which makes my IGF-1 levels increase naturally instead of trying to do it through a synthetic drug or trying to eat whatever it is that I could eat, like a lot of Ceylon cinnamon to bring up my levels, or blueberries, which will help you with IGF-1 levels. Like, I can't do fruits. But and I had just gotten my implants. I had joined the gym specifically nearby, excellent gym, because they had a sauna. And I was going there with my red magenta hair that would leak. That was very embarrassing, whatever. And my breasts, my implants, going into the sauna. Now, the discussion that Dr. Whitfield had on one of his videos was the fact that there's no documentation of what happens to my silicone breasts, how they react to extreme heat like that in a sauna. I equated, and I think they might have mentioned it as being like you take a plastic bottle of water, you leave it in the car in the heat. That's not a good thing because of the way the plastic with the heat tends to give off some sort of chemical thing that goes in the water in the bottle, and then you may cool the bottle, but yet the plastic is emitting some sort of chemical into the water because of the heat and because the plastic is reacting to the heat. And then they were comparing that to like what the breast may go through in a sauna at 185 degrees. Do breast implants get tested? I know they get tested for like durability. I think they can even handle, unfortunately, I hate to say, like a car crash. If you're in such an incident that they wouldn't rupture, they wouldn't burst. But are they made that you can endure 185-degree temperature or higher? I don't know how high people go, but I know the one that I went to, it maxed at 185. And I was doing the saunas to increase my IGF-1s. This was in the beginning when I first got my implants. So I'm just wondering, and I'm just putting that out there, like I heard it and that felt beneficial and put a light bulb over my head that y'all can do whatever research y'all want to do. If you're watching this video and you have implants and you think you might have breast implant illness, and what happens with tanning rooms? I've never been in one. I think maybe a long, long time ago. I don't remember. I don't think it was hot. I think it's UV, right? That tans you. But what is that? What effect does that have on my skin and then on the implants below? So I just want to mention that as a point of reference, as I heard that and I felt it was really, really helpful. Oh, as I'm preparing for my surgery, like this is going to be the last 6 weeks that I'll have my implants. And already I'm noticing some changes that I'm doing in my attire. I have some bras that were really, really very nice push-ups. And I'm finding that I'm not wearing them as much. Push-up bras end up giving a beautiful, beautiful lift and cleavage and a lot of volume, very Jessica Rabbit. You know how I love her. I had a really good run living that life as a Puerto Rican trans woman in my 60s. And I'm finding now, like I'll show a little bit. Let me see, because I'm on a weird table. I have just a regular, like a sports bra. It's not a push-up. And I find myself wearing, which is a good thing, much more comfortable bras because I'm not going to have the baboon. And I'm not sure what I'm going to have after the surgeries. I have no idea what cup size I'm going to be. And a lot of times they say the breasts after explants are really deflated and flat. I've heard too, don't look at your breasts for 2 weeks after surgery. That may be a shocker for me, how they're going to look after. So I've been noticing that I'm not really even going to a lot of social events because people have known me and have always been complimenting me since the implants, like, oh my God, you have such a great body, you have such a great body, such a great body. And I've been one to go to events and stuff with tight tops and cute low-cut dresses. And I know that I shouldn't stop going to these social events because I find them enjoyable. And I really do feel in the next 6 weeks with the stress of the surgery and everything and the fact that I will be saying goodbye to my breast size, that's the heat. Thank God for heat and electricity and breasts, whether they're G or B. And just being alive and healthy, right? And going for health. I'm grateful for that. I'm looking at taking these next 6 weeks and maximizing pleasure and enjoyment in healthy ways because I need to have that as I go to this surgery and as I go under and come out of the anesthesia and go back to living my life with a different body. And I have no idea what that body's going to look like. I have to say that last week was my birthday and I had the best birthday I ever had as a trans woman. It was quaint. Great friends were with me. I cooked a fabulous vegan meal that was amazing, I have to say so. Myself and I haven't cooked like that in a long time. And so it was just a wonderful shot in the arm of joy and pleasure with some really good friends. I had an excellent, excellent birthday. And that really is carrying through with my whole mental state as I get ready for the surgeries, or the surgery, which is only the explant removal. So that is my video for today. I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day. And always remember that Trans Mama loves you. Have a great day. Bye. Mwah. 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 Thanks for watching. Take care.